Scouts, the Honkball Hoofdklasse stream I've been doing here on Saturdays. We're going to be finishing up the regular season, running through the postseason, and then getting into the Königreichs Beker, or the Kingdom Cup, in which the top teams from first class, second class, third class, and Hoofdklasse will compete for the first time in a single elimination tournament. I am a touch quiet? Okay, that's odd. Wonder why that is. I will adjust. Yeah, that is interesting. Hang on a second. It's funny, I was streaming earlier today and did not encounter this issue. Go figure. Whatever, I can always adjust up the volume there. There we go. So, the Hoofddorp Pioneers, 9 games left in the regular season. We take on the team that will likely win the pennant, as mentioned in the title, the pennant, the plate, and the cup. Then we've got 1 home game against Rosmalen Griffins and 2 against the Wassenaar Greens. I'll take first, second, and third just so we can finish all these games on time. The goal: don't let the Twins clinch it at home. That's all we got to do. Our magic number is 4, so we have a chance to avoid getting clinched on. Here's the way things look. And here's our lineup intro. Batting first, the shortstop, number 0, J.P. Josima. Batting second, the catcher, number 25, Brian Capers. Batting third, the first baseman, number 26, Kevin Baker. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 38, Diego Velazquez. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 21, Baz Krakendonk. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 5, Ole Hofstedt. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 23, Miles Burleson. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 31, Terrence Pensky. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 19, Jason Geisberg. And today's starting pitcher, number 10, Hauke van Doorn. Looks like a lovely night here at Sport Park Pioneers. This stadium is designed to be expandable up to around... Okay, briefly lost microphone. We're good. We're good. Little duck snort over the head of Josefa and into center field. Terrell Mercado, started this save as a member of our team. Oh, geez, they got 4 guys on fire. Johan Urania, Freddie Vos, Johnny Scope. They also got Gideon Marlin, who's having a fantastic season. Basically the same batting line as he had last year. I am jealous. Stein Vandermeer. Fly ball to right. Krakendonk will let it fall in front of him. So much for the plan to get a double play ball. Here's Jonathan Scope. Full count on the way from Van Doorn. Line deep to left field. Hofstadter is there, 1 away. Freddie Vos. Goes the other way. Past Hemskirk and into right field. Opposite field job there. That is scored 9-3-5 put out. 1 run will score, but at least it's just the 1. Johan Urania, deep to left field. Hofstadter at the track, leaping and makes the grab. And Von Dorn is out of the ball game after 1 inning. Oh no! No, 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 no. Okay, Caden Markham for a long appearance. This is not good. This is no bueno. Apologies for the thumping. I'm just making sure that the microphone itself is working as expected. And it's not trying to read from my webcam. Let me switch that. Okay, there's the webcam mic. And there's the Yeti. Okay, it is being that weird. Whatever. Walk for Coppers. Here's Kevin Vigers. Inside outs this one. That'll extend his consecutive game hit streak to 12. Velasquez. 0-2 on the way from Tyne Frederikse. And Krockendonk. Bit of a regression for Krockendonk. Expected to do more. Van Dorn, thankfully, is psycho. Okay, final bunt. Caden Markham into the game. Small issue. Markham can't find the strike zone ever. Capper's throw is going to be late. Junior Martina, stolen, or Gideon Marlin, stolen base. Josefa can't come up with it. Into center field. Throw from Burleson is up the line. Runners at the corners for Benny Hoekheemstra. Strikeout victim. Markham does pretty well there. Maxendian Kelkboom. Everyone drawn in here. That'll load the bases. Tyrell Mercado. Full count on the way. And that's always been the knock against Markham. Low control guys just do not do well in this league. Popped up left side, Velasquez. Makes the grab. Second out of the inning. Shift is on against Scope. 2-2. Popped up right center field. Krockendonk makes the grab. Thank goodness. All right, because Psycho Ducko redeemed bunt, here we go. Two and 1 the count. 2-2. Psycho Ducko offering some constructive criticism. Burleson will get an infield single. Gideon Marlin can't come up with it. Oh no! Hoekheemstra throws out Burleson. Which means that walk now comes with 2 out and the base is empty. Here's Geis Bertha. I was looking up, trying to find photos of Geis Bertha earlier. Believe it or not, he's retired from baseball. He has moved on and is now a barber, I saw on Instagram. Of course, we're in, like, what, 2028, so naturally things will be a little bit different. Bunted back towards the pitcher. Easy play by Markham. Hey, Psycho Ducko, like, watch the language a little bit. Trying to keep it PG. Pitch to contact and he still misses. It's all good. And that one's just going to clank away. Yeah, you haven't seen the save in a while, have you? I cut everyone's budget by a factor of 10. After this game, I got to show you how the finances look. Bottom third, Pioneers down 2-0. Frederick's 2 walks, 3 Ks. Coppers works his second walk of the game. Vigers just outside of the reach of Maxendian. First and second. Diego Velasquez, first and second, 1 out. Popped up on the infield. That'll be an infield fly. Kelkboom makes the squeeze for the second out. Krockendonk. Pop fly into center field. Mercado covers a lot of ground. Gee, I wish we still had him. Bounce at a first. Easy stab there by Vigers. At this point, the goal for Markham is just to grit it out. Vandermeer. Little dribbler back to the mound. Markham gobbles it up quickly. 1-2-3 inning for Caden Markham. Think he's figuring it out? Ole Hofstede down the line. That's a fair ball into the left field corner. Who needs bunts? Ole Hofstede. Leadoff double. Burleson, full count. He's aboard with a walk. Henskirk. Squares to bunt. And it's foul. 0-2 on the way. Called, strike 3. Geisbertha. Line to the right center field gap. That will fall for extra bases. Jason Geisbertha chugging into second. RBI double. Hofstede crosses the plate. Burleson scores. Or Burleson standing at third. Jakey Josefa. Bouncer. That'll tie the game. Exactly what the Pioneers needed here. Coppers finally gets him to hit, and he drills it to center field. Mercado's throw is into second. Airmails the relay man. Brian Coppers RBI single, and the Pioneers take the lead. Now Vigers sends this one deep to left. Pioneers all of a sudden in a winning position. That'll get Levi DeGraff up in the bullpen. Tying run is aboard. Hofstede probably misjudged that one a teensy bit. It's a leadoff double for Jonathan Scope. Vos isn't going to get anything to hit. Full count on the way to Urania. Swing and a miss. Here's Marlin. Pioneers not taking any chances. Caden Markham will give way to Levi DeGraff. Fly ball to center. Burleson charging in. 2 away. Junior Martina, 1-2. Pitch skitters away from Coppers. 2-2 on the way to Martina. Fly ball to left. That's going to score a run, possibly 2. Freddie Vos is getting the wave around. Rode a second, not in time. Hofstede? No, I don't think he got the RBIs. Copper's got one. But in this seesaw game, Twins have retaken the lead by 1. Velasquez, Krakendog, Hofstede here up against Hein Fredrikse. 3-1 count, Kelkboom. Takes his time, makes the out. Krakendog, snake bit lately. Just can't seem to muscle anything past Fredrikse. Hofstede works the walk. 5th walk issued by Fredrikse. Burleson off the end of the bat into right field. Urania will make the grab. DeGraff will plunk Kelkboom. First hit by pitch of the game. Normally we see at least like 5.
Strike 3.
Stein Vandermeer. Fielder's choice, or a groundout rather, Hemskirk, with Kelkboom executing the hit and run. Full count to Scope. Held up, he's aboard. The plan is to deal with Freddie Vos instead. Nope, we're just going to walk him too. Sem Lauf getting loose in the bullpen. A little early to be going to the stopper, but desperate times. And it's an RBI hit by pitch. Juan Urania gets plunked. Full count to Marlin. Up the middle, past Josefa and into center field. This one's going to start coming undone here for Hofendorp. Osterhout taking the lead. 7-3. DeGraff just did not have it today. It's 8-3 now. Full count to Benny Hoekheemstra. And he works the walk. Man, can we put Caden Markham back in? Sem Lauf, the team's best pitcher. 2.55 ERA. And immediately gives up a seeing eye single. Everyone moves up 90 feet. We are almost in comedy score territory. Bases loaded. 2 down. Fly ball to left. And the beat goes on, yeah. I know you have mercy rules. The game doesn't. That's what the comedy score concept is supposed to be. Thank you, bless you. Well, if we can't score, like, say, 2 in this inning, we're just going to quick sim the rest of this one. I bet you this doesn't happen if Falke van Doorn stays healthy. That was certainly something, Koyomi Matic. Hello, hello. 6 walks by Tyne Fredrikse, but he leads by 7. Alright, I've seen enough. Zunk. We lose 13-3. Hi. Apologies for that. Was not expecting them. Well, if you're going to use the word bunts that much, Psycho Ducko, at least use the emote. That's what it's there for. Okay, I have to figure out why my microphone is just not working today. So I've cranked the gain up. We'll see if that actually improves the volume situation. So here's the financial situation, okay? Let's go to the front office. Our budget used to be a lot bigger. Our payroll used to be a lot bigger. Our payroll's going to go from 214,000 to 166 down to 25. 25. And if you take a look at the finances report, we have the lowest payroll in the league. Yeah, I didn't do a gradual Psycho Deco. I just cut the whole thing. As you can see, Busum, HCAW, is spending a lot of money. Ditto for the Griffins. I mean, the hope is that this is still okay for like superstar quality 16K. So you think even then we're still running too hot? We got to cut it down more? Ugh. I hadn't thought of that. I mean, we can't even field a full roster at this point. On the road gets rained out. We're playing a home and away doubleheader. We get a tie and a win. We somehow tie it up in the... We go ahead in the top of the 12, courtesy of a Diego Velasquez. So it's $10,000 just to be in the Hofigklasse. Yeah, I mean, there's realism. There's also me trying to challenge myself a little bit with a limited budget. De Graaf blows the save. Enrique Soler walks 8 dudes. Hang on a second. Strategy. Pitch around. Never. I mean, you could turn on reserve clause, Psycho Deco, or disable the financial system altogether, but that means good luck trying to get any foreign players to join your league. Handball Club Alan Veerbar has punched their ticket to the postseason. The Griffins, ditto. And the Twins did clinch the pennant. Probably in that tie. That was the key, so... They clinched it at their place, not ours. We lose on the road to Rosmalen. The Penguins have punched their ticket to the postseason. Harmsprong. We're going to see a lot of games at Sport Park Pioneers because we don't have any of the other stadia made yet. Flying Canuck, the primary dude for... There's always someone that pays at least 2 hot dogs a year. I can believe that. Here's Ronnie Haas. Josefa deep in the hole. What a throw. Okay. Shakin' Jakey. The glizzies matter. All right, Diego with a stolen base. Crocendonk works the walk. Pioneers making a push here. Chase Antle up against Ole Hofstede. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pioneers with a chance to make some noise. Chopped up the middle. Burleson will get the first runs of the game. Run, singular. Hemskirk. Bouncer up the middle. Diving stop by the shortstop. Throw is on the money. Haas with a great play. But a run will score. Here's Geisbertha. Grounded to third. Sacrifice hit by Geisbertha. Hofstede scores. Slow roll it to first. Gonna be a tough play. Josefa beats it out. Infield RBI single. Shakin' Jakey. And Coppers will check in with a single. Josefa goes first to third on the throw. A wild pitch on the strike 2 count. A passed ball by Guillermo Quintana. And Vigers, the 2-2. Bouncer. Back to the mound. Antle makes the grab. 5-0 Pioneers. And Sprong is cruising here. All good, Psycho Ducko. Hopefully you're having a decent weekend. I've been up since 4:30 in the morning today because I was broadcasting Japanese baseball over in League Redacted over on YouTube. And that was a 5 a.m. start in Eastern Time. David Niebuhr breaks the deadlock. It's 5-2. Elroy van Schaik. Schaik, the first baseman. Into the shift. Josefa. Got him. It is neat to see real players still on this team. By dint of being in Hofeklasse, you do get a... Ooh. You do get a draft pick, which does help the talent level, and oh, that was a terrible attempt. Especially since he could have scored. Sean Martina. So we are getting fictional players into the save slowly. In addition to everyone who was in the lower level. But did you have fun, Psycho Ducko? Just Bombacht. Sprung 4 innings, walked 4, strikeout 4. Perfectly Honkballian start. Fly ball deep to right. Crocendonk will play it on a hop. Nobody out here. Runners at second and third. Nies van der Maas. With a double. Deshaun Knowles. Hey! The Osaka Bovines at least made the postseason. They clinched today. Oof, Dave. Dave, why? Why, Dave? Bouncer up the middle. Throw home is... in time? In time! Ooh! Heads up play by Terrence Hemskirk. Sprong might wriggle out of this one. Nope. Second and third, 2-out double. Yeah, I know, right? Like, the birdies are really stinking good, and it's been Mizuho Pain Dome for those guys. Ah, I see. Hopefully the missus is recovering nicely. I somehow managed to not wake up my missus when I was doing the broadcasting. Minor miracle. Let's go with Hogendorn. Fair, Psycho Ducko. So, Koyomi-matic, make sure you tune in on Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm running Pawapuro, Return of the Stampede. So we are finally getting some League Redacted I can talk about here back on the channel. Hogendorn. Induces a ground out, sends us to stretch time. Sing along if you know the words. This is the guy that got running out. Jakey reaches double-digit stolen bases. Attaboy. I do like that our team is heavy on stealing bases and making teams work for it. Yes, Koyomi-matic. Fridays at 10. Return of the Stampede. I hit for the cycle with Yuma Mune last stream session. It was cool, man. All right, Hogendorn gives us an inning. Turn things over to Sem Lauf. Interesting. 1930 Germany. Is that the Weimar Republic, or is that those guys who we shouldn't be talking about that much? Burleson's throw is cut off. Tying run at third. Winning run, go-ahead run at second. Can we not, please? Please, can we not? Bounced back to the mound. Lauf ends it. Okay. Krockendonk and Hofstede aboard. Here's Burleson, 0-2. Little looper into right. That'll fall for a base hit. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hemskirk. Bunted foul. Fires to Quintana at home. There's a force out at home. No double play. And an RBI walk to Geisbertha gives the Pioneers a critical insurance run. I think Martina is coming loose here. Oh, it's Terrence Garcia who's taken over and walked the first two guys he sees. And Coppers shoots this to the left center gap. That'll clear the bases. That might be 3. We'll see where Coppers ends up. Niebuhr can't come up with it. Pioneers lead by 5. A sacrifice makes it a 6-run ball game. Diego Velasquez might make it a 7-run. That's off the wall. Pioneers busting out big time against the Griffins. Krockendonk works the walk. Hofstede. Back up the middle. This inning continues. All this with 2 down. That's an RBI for Hofstede. Ole, ole. Donny van Gorsel out of the Griffins bullpen. And plunks the first guy he sees. Hemskirk, a bat around bottom of the 8th. Could be trouble. It's picked up in right field by Van der Maas. Laptop Hound, welcome in, Raiders. This is the Saturday Scouts Honkball Hoofdklasse. I am playing the Hoofddorp Pioneers. We are up by 8. And that's where it'll stay. A blowout game. Harmsprung picks up the win. Hogendorn the hold. Lauf the save. Fantastic effort here. Close to clinching a playoff spot. We're in. Hoofddorp Pioneers pick up a series win against the Rosmalen Griffins. Looks like we'll be taking on the Penguins in the first round if all holds as is. The Wassenaar Greens, who've been promoted up to Hoofdklasse, are our next opponent. If you wanted to get the Rosmalen Griffins, the Den Haag Storks, and the Wassenaar Greens, check out the link on the Out of the Park forums where I put my mod. A 10-1 win against the Greens. Van Dorn going the distance. Doubles from Josefa, Hemskirk, Krockendonk, Burleson, and Hofstede. We might actually be able to sneak ahead of the Penguins with a little luck. Curaçao Neptunus narrowly avoids relegation. Haarlem Kinheim is going to be heading down. Last game of the season, Enrique Soler on the mound against Wiley Peralta as the Greens are playing their last games in Hoofdklasse before getting relegated back down to Eerste Klasse. Baz, my dude, you're killing me. All right, scrape together a run small ball style. Van Straten high and deep to right. Nice angle there by Krockendonk. I think what I've realized is that next season I need to prioritize control over just about everything else. You did hear small ball. Manfred Blau. Line 2, Hemskirk. Bases loaded, nobody out. Or bases loaded, nobody scores. Soler continues to struggle with the walks. Here's Kirstjens. Squares to bunt. Soler's walked 5 this game. Caden Markham's getting loose. Infield is in and shifted. That's hit into the shift. They're going to go home for the force out. Benno Pieters. Fly ball to the left. Going back is Hofstede. The throw home will be good enough to hold the runners. Are they really going to Noble Tiger their way out of this? Van Straten, the catcher. Back to the mound. The Greens, Noble Tiger. And the Pioneers hold firm. Caden Markham into the game now. And immediately gives up the hit. Great going, Caden. Good work. Past the drawn in infield. Greens have tied it. Ad Boer. To short. Might be the tough turn. Hemskirk on the money. Very branches. Past the infield. And the Greens take the lead. I just noticed Madeira has 2 home runs. In this league, that is a lot. I know it's called Sporting Club Wassenaar, but I like having a subtitle as well, or a team name. But they got promoted. Uh-oh. Wassenaar making a mess of things. I'm going to have to make some uniforms for whoever gets promoted, come to think about it. I didn't even think to check. That'll be next off-season's task. Chopper to short. Josefa on the money. Geisbertha standing at second. Coppers works the walk. Vigers. Bouncer to third. And it's dropped by the second baseman. An error loads the bases for Diego Velasquez, who swings and misses. Crocendonk. Back-to-back Ks, and Peralta gets out of the jam. Called strike 3. I'm really conflicted on whether or not to keep Markham or relieve him. Let him go. He is the most maddening two-way guy I've ever had. A walk per 9. True Psycho Ducko, but I have the ability to give him a proper home jersey, so I did. There's authenticity, and then there's having fun. Let's get DeGraff up. Second and third. Full count on the way to Madeira. Swing and a miss. Levi DeGraff strands a pair. Van Gestel. Fly ball to right. Caught. Boer. Hit the other way. Hemskirk on the money. 2 down. Here's Branches. 3-1 on the way from DeGraff. I'll bring up Kirstjens. Up the middle, base hit. Trouble brewing for the Pioneers. That's going to get Henning Hulsbergen up. Here's Kelly Heller, the first baseman. That's Kelly Heller, or not Helen Keller. Manuel Cachut. Cachut? Unsure how to pronounce. And Velasquez is going to get aboard with a leadoff double. Squirting all the way into the right field corner. Diego. Doing a job. 10 doubles on the season. Room to grow. I think he's going to be our second base or our third baseman going forward. Krockendonk. Dribbler back over to first. Heller makes the play. Hofstede. Runner at third. Bouncer to the third baseman. They're going to go home. Not in time. Oh, no, they got him. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Burleson, fly ball to center. That'll end the regular season. The Greens, at least, pick up a win here at Hofendorp. And with that, the regular season comes to a close. Brian Coppers leads the team in hits with a .320 batting average. So, here's the playoff tree. The Twins and Honkball Club Alan Veerbar get a bye into the playoffs. Pioneers versus Griffins. Neptunus versus Penguins. Thank you very much. Sip, sip. So we'll see exactly how long this playoff run goes. Of these teams, I think I only have the ballparks for Neptunus and HCAW, so we'll see how many games we sim versus how many we play out. Let's do some lineup adjustments. Yeah, let's keep Jakey lead off. Coppers, Vigers, Diego, Hofstede, Krockendonk, Burleson. Okay. Having an actual DH next season, I think, is a must. Game 1. We drop it 4-2. Game 2, Sprong versus Ortega. And as for plans after today, or after this, honestly not sure. I might just camp out the rest of the day. Oh, Krockendonk. Ay, that's a triple for Deshaun Knowles. Got a couple things on the watch later list I've been meaning to get to, and that one squirts past Coppers. Fly ball deep to right field. Krockendonk actually tracks down this one. Nice to see. Hofstede. Here's Schmatink. Up the line and fair. Vigers couldn't come up with it. Krockendonk in the corner. Throw is going to be cut off by Hemskirk. 2 runs will score, and it's getting real late, real early. Come on, Vigers. Oh, my Lord. There we go. Good grief, that was embarrassing. 5-0 Griffins. Sprong has settled down. Ortega gives up his first hit and walk. Vigers will ground into a fielder's choice. Runners at the corners with one away. Velasquez walks the bases loaded. Hofstede strikes out. Deadly changeup. Krockendonk works the RBI walk. Pioneers now have the tying run at the plate. Burleson through the infield. Miles Burleson picks up an RBI single. Pioneers now have the tying run at first. Hemskirk. Bouncer to third. Across the diamond in time, Schmatink. Ortega has struck out 7 Pioneers. Sprong, just the one walk, but after that one inning, that was pretty rough. Fantastic comeback game, though. 6 strong innings, 1 absolute tire fire. 10 strikeouts for Ortega. Chase Antle into the game now. Trying to close it out. Tying run at the plate, it's Ole Hofstede. Swing and a miss. Bum bum. Lauf is up just in case. Sprong with only his second walk since the first inning. High and deep to center field. Burleson makes the grab. One away. Schmatink. Fly ball to left. Hofstede charging in. 2 down. Crowd is on its feet trying to will Sprong to a complete game. Niebuhr steals second. Van Schalk. And that's exactly what'll happen. 8 sterling innings from Sprong and 1 absolute tire fire. Season on the line here for the Pioneers. Krockendonk with a leadoff walk. Here's Burleson. Back up the middle. That'll be a double play. Rodriguez on to Stoke. To first. Hemskirk, the last man up. That'll be a fly ball to left. Season's not over yet. Hemskirk is aboard. Caden Markham will pinch hit for Jason Geisbertha. That'll do it. Ball game and series. The Griffins will go on to play the Oosterhout Twins. We lick our wounds and prep for the Holland Cup, or the Kingdom Cup. Neptunus completes the upset of the Penguins. Tom DeBlock pitches a gem in Game 2. John Swain goes the distance in Game 1 in a shutout. So Griffins at Twins, Neptunus and HCAW. As we wait for the save to come in. HCAW advancing. They will play the Griffins. Oosterhout went 30-10-2, and they bow out. Almost coming back. What the hell was that score, though? They put up 12 in the top of the 8th. This was a 12-3 game after 3 innings. Osterhout just working out a lot of aggression here. Vandermeer with 6 RBI. Marlin with 5. That's a pitching explosion. And then Griffins almost pull out the Game 3 win, or Game 4 win, for hanging on for dear life and winning on the road in Osterhout. Just Bombach wins Series MVP, 10 for 28 in the season, 13 for 30 in the series. So the Griffins are like a shocking success story. They've been promoted twice. They were in Tweede Klasse. Does that say 139 pitches? Which one was that? The John Swain game? Yep. 132 on the other side. Something about the stamina. You know, they're not as hard throwers here in the Netherlands. Honkbal Club Alan Veerbaar going for their second title in this save. Rosmalen Griffins going for their first. And the team of destiny has done it. The Rosmalen Griffins. Los pitch kind of Koshi and be like, congratulations to the Griffins for picking up a walk-off win in Game 9, or in Game 6. Jarrett Wharf picking up the loss. Chase Antle the win. And so, we head to the Beker. Here we go. A massive single knockout tournament. Textown Tigers already picked up a win. Ditto for the Harlem Sparks. We've got our game, our home game against Utrecht UVV. I just have to run computer manager on all teams to make sure that we can actually complete the games. Okay, why did that not work? Do I have to go in as commissioner? Gotta just manually shove guys. Off the roster. There we go. The first game for the Kingdoms Cup. Van Doorn on the bump. Single elimination tournament. Van Doorn carving them up so far. Nobody's blinking here. Guys, Bertha. 1-2 on the way. Schenk first and second. Vigers, 3-1 the count. Bases loaded, nobody out. Theo Schenk might be reaching the end of his rope here. Velasquez to left. Throws a good one. Timothy Rojas keeps the runner where it is. Krockendonk. Popped up on the infield. Can we not Noble Tiger this one? Hofstede, come on, buddy. RBI walk. Burleson, full count. There's another RBI walk. Hemskirk's going to line this into left field. Nice, Psycho Ducko. Guys, Bertha, little roller back to the mound. Going to be a tough play. Good job by Schenk. $180 pitches. Von Dorn. We trust no one else. Yeah, we only had like 9 pitchers this season, too. Stranding runners at first and second. Von Dorn going for the complete game 2-hitter. And he begins with a leadoff walk. First walk issued. That'll get Lauf up in the bullpen. Deroff. And he's plunked. Tying run comes to the plate. Nick Beker. Fly ball to center field. Burleson sliding grab for the first out. Lizardo Ruiz. Lizard. Checked swing. 1-1 the count. 1-2 on the way. Fly ball to center. Burleson again. 2 down. Keanu Rodriguez. Whoa. I know Kung Fu. Full count on the way. Popped into right. That'll fall for a base hit. The runners are going to go. And there goes the shutout. Tying run now at first. Ferry Barelds. Got him. Von Dorn picks up the win. And head to round 2 in the Champions Cup. Or in the Kingdom Cup. Alright, once again, I gotta work my magic. So I ran friggin' Computer Manager, and we're still dealing with you have too many players on your roster. Go figure. Why does this team have like 5 first basemen? Oh, keep her best, yeah. Did not realize it was going to be this much manual work. You'd think running Computer Manager would fix it. So while I sit here and click away, played against almost about every single team you have on here. I don't doubt you. Why does this team have like 7 different catchers? Excellent way to get a look at some of the other names in the league, too. There we go. So, we're taking on the Venep Flyers. Also getting into round 2, the Arnhem Rhinos, Curacao Neptunus. Wait, what? Oh, they did beat Kinheim. That's weird, it's backwards. Eindhoven, PSV. Amersfoort Quick. Onze Gazellen, the Rosmalen Griffins. The Den Haag Storks. Oosterhout Twins going to try and win at least 2 of 3 of the pennant, the cup, and the plate. Griffins want to win 2 of 3 as well. Tilburg Blue Lions. Harlem Sparks, the Penguins, HCAW, the Eurostars, and the Tigers. Wait, the Greens failed to make it out of their... They lost to the Storks, and Kinheim lost as well. Oh, man. Sprong versus Luna, the Venep Flyers, whom I do not have uniforms for. And Malcolm Marlin, Mr. 30 power here, hits a leadoff home run. An error proves to be costly. Make that 2 errors. Runners at first and third, nobody out. Bases loaded, nobody out. Carlos Luna, 31-year-old Panamanian. Signed up with Zwijndrecht and then went over to the Venep Flyers. Auditioning for a larger role. Velasquez with a 2 RBI double. Yeah, he kind of got lit up in the WBC. Sliding grab in there by Engelar. Vigers will tag and score. 3 runs, 1 hit. And all those runs are unearned, courtesy of the 2 errors. Bastiaan van der Hilst. Chopper to Heemskerk. Double play. Now that I am doing these tournaments, maybe I do need to invest in making uniforms for every single team I've got in the tournament. Oh, the European Championship final is being played right now. If I'm not mistaken, Czechia is close to winning the title, right? I heard Martin Chervenka has been absolutely clown-shoeing that tournament. Pioneers have picked up an error, but... Oh, Netherlands versus Italy, okay. So then it must be, the Czechia team must be in third place match. Heemskerk, inside out single. Nice of the team to wake up, finally. Guys, Bertha. Shoots it through the left side for a base hit. 2 RBI single for Jason Geisbertha. 5-1 Pioneers. Josefa tries to go the other way. Vander Hilst makes the grab. Thank you, Psycho Ducko. I'd appreciate it. Semlauf will get the day off. Sprong is going to try and go the distance here. Sacrifice hit by Ole Hofstede. They're going to intentionally walk Bas Krokendonk to deal with Miles Burleson. That was the right call. So Italy's up or Netherlands are up? Coppers shoots this to the left center gap. Nice. The Honk Ballers are winning their own tournament. Thanks, Koyomi Matic. Franklin Sanchez versus Diego Velazquez. Sprong going for the shutout, or the complete game. Bounce it to first. Vigers flips to Sprong. Van der Hilst. Fly ball to center. Burleson. 2 down. Benny Potma, the first baseman. Fly ball deep to right center field. Back-to-back complete games for the Pioneers. They head to the 3rd round in the Kingdom Cup. Where was this? All season. Also getting a win. The Arnhem Rhinos knock off Curaçao Neptunus. Rosmalen Griffins and the Osterhout Twins will have a rematch from their postseason, or from the playoff. Pioneers will play Kappel aan den IJssel Eurostars, while the RCH Penguins will take on the Haarlem Sparks. The Elite Eight in the first ever Koninkrijks Beker. The Griffins, the Twins, the Pioneers, and the Penguins represent Hoofdklasse. Arnhem Rhinos are currently in Pool B. I think that's Tweede Klasse. And they're getting a promotion too. They take on their Pool B opponent or counterparts, Eindhoven PSV. The Kappel aan den IJssel Eurostars will go from Eerste Klasse up to Honkbal Hoofdklasse. They take on the Pioneers next. And the Haarlem Sparks getting relegated to Tweede Klasse at the end of this season, but making a push for a Kingdom Cup. We're playing this one on the road. Enrique Soler or do we go with Van Dorn, who's fully rested? We're going to go with Van Dorn, who's fully rested. So because this is a fictional ballpark, it's going to look a little weird. Van Dorn mowed him down in the first inning. Henk Hawk. Strikeout victim. Arvid Gerritsen into the game. 6 Ks for Van Dorn. Vigers. High drive to right field and carrying. That's off the wall. Kevin Vigers. RBI double, maybe 3. The Eurostars can't come up with it. 2-run triple for Kevin Vigers. That's all they'll get, though. Van Dorn. Could do something incredibly funny. "11 strikeouts for Van Dorn. And there's the first hit of the game for the Eurostars. Bases loaded. Lauf getting loose in a hurry. Van Dorn was cruising, now he's in trouble. 12 Ks on the day. Oscar Aponte. Popped up. Foul territory. Vigers says yoink. Van Dorn continues his incredible play, but I think that'll be the end of his night. Sam Lauf. A clean 8th inning. I gotta make these guys uniforms once I'm done streaming. That's one of the things I'm gonna do. That ball rolls on the ground. Herbold misses low. Vigers had the triple last time up. He'll face Alfred Bayer. Another high drive to right. Caught by Alberto. Ryan Aguilar will face Sam Lauf. Swing and a miss. I do not know why this one pitcher is suddenly so good as a closer, but I'll take it. One-oh to Pierre Mose. Grounded back to Lauf. Throws to Vigers. Another shutout. On to the quarterfinals. Go your Pioneers. Quarterfinals. No, it is semifinals. You're right. My bad. So there is your unexpected run. We have 3 Hoofdklasse teams. The Twins, who get their revenge on the Rosmalen Griffins, winning 6-4. The RCH Penguins, who beat up the Sparks 3-2 on a 9th inning double by Willy Lespe. And the Arnhem Rhinos, the unexpected Tweede Klasse team, charging out of the gate. Of course, with guys like Marnix Rubin, Eliris Montero, good grief. Calvin Iserman, that's a name. Pretty sure Tamores used to be He's not a fictional guy, is he? No, he is. Okay. Hemsted's a Sport Parkin, I don't believe has a mod yet. If you want to get these mods, by the way, that I keep talking about, the Honkballhofen Klasse Stadia, go check it out. Flying Canucks thread on the forums, EC. He's also got a bunch of League Redacted stuff, which is really neat. Are we going to go with Sprong or Solaire? We're going to go with Sprong. I mean, Van Dorn is rested. He says he is anyway. I'm not going to trust him. Penguins get a double play. Sprong in a little bit of trouble. Gabriel Elizondo, the left fielder. Grounded past Velasquez and into left field. Hofstede up throwing. Throw will be cut off. Bases loaded, and oh no, it's Bobby Boogard. My favorite name in all of baseball right now. And Boogard gets an RBI. Bobby Boogard. Clap, 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 clap. Geis Bertha, little hit and run there. Hemskirk rounding third. He will tie the game. Oh, nope. He got held at third. Jakey works the walk. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tolan in a trouble. Here's Brian Coppers. Up the line, not in time. Out at the plate. Bases loaded still for Vigers. Swing and a miss. Velasquez. Popped up. Pioneers, Noble Tiger it. Great. Wosley Lespa. 1-1. Sneaks past Hemskirk. Everyone moves up 90 feet and the Penguins lead 2-0. Elizondo. How could you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you. Enrique Soler to the bullpen. Here's Bobby Boogard. Thank you. I added up to Der de Klasse. I didn't go lower than that, Psycho Daco. So there should be a lot of familiar faces for you. Or at least names. The players, of course, are all fictional. All right, neither team is acquitting themselves well. Bobby Boogard biffs a throw. Hemskirk, runners at first and third. Tolan. Right back through the box, and the Pioneers are finally on board. Yep, I added the teams myself. Josefo works another walk. Coppers, 2-2. No, I haven't released a mod of the pyramid. I very quickly rebuild one. Let me see, actually. Hang on a second. Did I remember? No, I didn't. So I do have in my... I have all the logos for the teams, but not the... not anything like jersey-wise or cap-wise until they get promoted to Hoofdklasse. That's the guiding rule for me. Sprong will give way to Enrique Soler. Fly ball, right center. Burleson makes the grab. 2 down, runner at second. Christian Diaz. Fly ball, left center field. That'll fall for a base hit. That could be an RBI. Old man Christian Diaz, still one of the all-time greats in the Netherlands. Diego Gonzalez popped up. Diego Velasquez makes the grab. Pioneers down by 3. Krockendonk, fly ball center field. Easy play. Second and third for Jakey Josefa, 1 away. Drill to center field. That one's carrying. That is gone! Jakey Josefa with a home run to the deepest part of Hempstead's Sports Park. Squeeze me! Luke Rovers into the game. Henning Hulsbergen getting loose. As is Hogendorn. Playing against RCH is easy. Went 5 out of 5 against them with a double. Nice. The Penguins actually won the Holland series against us last season, so we have a bit of a thing against them. Here's Tommy Carmen. Popped up behind short. Long run in for Burleson, but he's there. Tied at 4s. Henning Hulsbergen in to deal with Darnell Collins. Second double all season. Hey, you sound like me in softball. Hulsbergen gets a strikeout of Christian Diaz. Here's Diego Gonzalez. Tapper to short. Josefa on the money. Nice scoop by Vigers. Semlauf stands ready. Servania 0-2. Strikeout victim. Lauf enters the game to deal with Iceberg Kuhn here in the bottom of the 8th. No ties. This game will go as long as needed. Fly ball deep to left. Hofstede. 2 down. Pinch hitter again. Jorge Garcia. Grounded to second. Hemskirk scurries over. Still tied at 4s. Hofstede with 2 down, standing at second. Burleson knocked to left or right center. Gray makes the grab. We are in walk-off territory, and here's Bobby Boogard. Lauf plunks him. Arthur Kusters, the pinch hitter. Popped up. Shallow center, one away. Tommy Carmen, strikeout victim. Deep shift on against Darnell Collins. Lined into right field, base hit. That's into the corner. That could be the game winner. Darnell Collins. Throw from Crockendock is not in time. Boogard will score. Darnell Collins wins the semifinals. Of course it was Bobby Boogard. Lauf with the hard luck loss. Twins versus Penguins. And that is your final. 4-2. Osterhout on the road picks up the Königsreichsbeker, making it a 2-for-3 season for the Twins. They win the pennant and the cup, but not the plate. That one goes to the Rosmalen Griffins. Jakey Josefa and Ole Hofstede will be sticking around for another season. Great. Love it. Giant hole in my budget. What the heck are my other expenses that eat up so much budget? My staff payroll? Ah, yes, my scouting director who's being paid. Hey, Ludlud. I forgot to cut everyone's budgets for staffing, so oh dear. Ah, thank you again. Ah. I'll allow you a team payroll of around minus $26,000. Fudge. Well now, okay. Been a while since I've done a song on stream. Let's see, what have I been doing a lot lately? Something lyrical. Let me think. I'm looking at my liked songs on Spotify, and as usual, the problem is the songs I like and the songs I can sing are two separate circles on a Venn diagram. But what I have been listening to a lot lately is a Canadian band called The Box. I know, real inventive. And one of their songs that's been stuck in my head, because I actually found this one on vinyl, called My Dreams of You. You know it really, really doesn't take any long. Dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee. To be friends with someone just like you. Dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee. There are things, little things I'd like to hear. Dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee. Little things that you said and did so well. Dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee, dee-lee-dee. Is it the real you I love, or am I fooled with what I see? Should I try to make it fit, or should I just leave it be? Whoa, my dreams of you. All the time, all the time, all the time. There's nothing I can do. For your images, they're printed in my head. This image of you. All day long, all day long, all day long. The cats are running away. So is it the real you I love? Or am I fooled again with what I see? Oy. Check them out. Much better songs than that. Ugh. Alright. DevLab is open. We gotta do promotion and relegation. So, Kinheim and the Greens going down to Eerste Klasse. The Eurostars and the Quick coming up. With the Sparks and Ufalfal going down. Onze Gazellen and the Arnhem Rhinos getting the promotion. With the Dragons and the Tommen going down the other direction. And the Venep Flyers and the Tilburg Blue Lions are getting the call up. Execute. So I think Quick still has their jerseys from when they were in Out of the Park 25. Yes, their name's just backwards. Okay. Okay, you laugh, Koyomi Matic. I wrote English lyrics to Sky, the Bovines theme song. How long do I need before I can sing the Dutch national anthem? Good question. I don't know. I should look that up next time. So the good news is, Quick Amersfoort in the game. Does not have a jersey number, though. I'll have to come up with something. There we go. So I can turn off commission mode. Let's take a look at the finances report. Okay, so the Twins just had their payroll drop down below ours. Ryan Aguilar of Capelle aan den IJssel among the top paid players. Busum still an absolute mess. We are going to need someone to take a pay cut. Caden Markham, bye-bye. We're going to have to watch Falke van Doorn leave because we can't afford to extend him. Yeah. I'm hoping the Kansai Cubs go on a streak. That would be ideal. All right, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna... I want to extend him, but I know that that's not truly kosher. Jakey, let's get your quality of contact as your first program. Ludwig, holy smokes! Thank you so much for the subscription. Message me on Discord. I owe you a custom out of the park jersey set. That's right, folks. If you subscribe to my channel, you can receive a custom out of the park uniform set for your perfect team, for your franchise mode. It's my way of saying thank you for supporting the channel. A lot of quality of contact work. Sprong, let's get you working on your control. Solaire, let's get you working on your control. Velasquez already in there. Von Dorn, I know you're going to be leaving us as a free agent, but I still wouldn't mind you working on something. Coppers is leaving. All right, Vigers, let's get you working on strength and conditioning. I honestly don't think there's anyone else who's going to be staying with the club. That's the problem. I have no money. So we're not going to get an assistant GM. All right, Kevin Marn. Let's keep him available. Let's go take a look at bench coach. Coach ratings. Let's go with Patrick Hendricks. And then for personality, someone personable who works with controlling would be ideal. All right, let's go with Chris Vissink. I do like that we were able to work our way into the semifinals of the Cup. So close. All right, we got our bench coach in Patrick Hendricks. And Chris Vissink joins as well. There we go. That looks pretty good coaching-wise. All right, I'm going to take a look around the league, see who else is locked into terrible contracts on their scouts. Hey, Tony Pena Jr., that's a familiar name. Alright, so it literally is just me who's paying too much for their coaches.
Do you think I want this?
So I may take an audible and give someone a pay cut.
Don't stop.
Michael Saunders coaching the Penguins. When did that happen? Okay, so Hofdorp Pioneers. Not going to cut everyone's contract, but I'm at least going to free up some money.
This is just a dream.
Most importantly, my scouting director. There. The cat is telling me stuff. I still don't have enough money to go actually sign players. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. I'm going to do one thing, because I can't let this guy walk. I'm not letting Van Dorn leave. I let Mercado leave. I'm not doing it for Van Dorn.
This is just a dream.
The fact that Neptunus almost got relegated is still funny. I was hoping Josepha would pop his, or wouldn't pop his player option, but alas. Kevin Roovers of the Twins wins Manager of the Year. Pitcher of the Year goes to Alex Cantu. Unanimous over Kai Timmermans and Lars Hoyer. And Hoyer pitched a complete game win in the Holland series, by the way. And MVP goes to... Okay, we got Van Dorn under contract. Good. Johnny Scope. Ludlud, no, I'm not going to get a Switch 2 for a while. I need to spend money on other things. Alright, we're not going to keep Coppers. We'll have to make do with Hulsbergen. Yeah, that'll do. That's about the only player I want to extend at this point. Let's get to free agency filings. I mean, yes, there's Bonanza, there's Mario Kart World, but I'm still following what Brentalfloss sung about. Don't ever buy a console at launch. Oh, things are grim. Oh, things are grim on the team. We only have, what, 10 players under contract? Let's see how bad others are doing. Osterhout's got 18. The Eurostars have 13. Does anyone have money to sign anyone? How is my player payroll still $213,000? What am I missing? You know, maybe if 2026 we didn't have such a massive blowout, we actually were profitable in 2027. My owner is ageless. That's not good. That means he never leaves. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with the finances here in this league. Looks like Escape Velocity and AZ Axle are both up and running. Let's go see. Escape Velo's about an hour and a half in, doing some Mariners franchise in the distant future of 2026. We're going to go right into him. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I got some uniforms to make. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. You'll see me next on Wednesday because Rocktober returns. Firage, take us out. I will see you then, and I am going to go sleep.